welcome to a demonstration of the Nanomaterial dashboard prototype. This is version 0.9. You can see the information over here. We're currently looking at 3,287 records. These are records taken from the National Nanomaterial Database, records that we received. The way this display dashboard works is you'll see along the top left here, there's several different categories. Is it a three-dimensional particle? Is it a two-dimensional particle? Is it a metal oxide, a polymer? There's many other data attributes that can be derived here. We're just showing you several of them, and there's some that are not selected over here. If you look, for example, on lipids, it tells you if you hover over that category, it shows you the category lipids, and it gives you 91. That gives you the number of particles that have that attribute set. So there's some things over here that we're not looking at yet, but if you decide, hey, I wanted to add that to my set, you just do a single click on that category, and so now that's also been added here to the sets that we're displaying. Now if you look at the columns that are right below it, right now it's set in degrees, which means I'm looking at a set here. There's 91 particles. I'm looking at a set here that has a membership as a carbohydrate, but none of the other attributes that we're currently displaying are selected. So it's not high purity, it's not a polymer, it's not a metal oxide, and the 2 or 3 dimensionality is not actually set on this particle. So we don't really know which one it is. So this is a way we can see these particles have just that set. If we want to look at that set in more detail, then we just click on this little horizontal bar right here, and it highlights that bar. And then we can slide the display over, and we can see here a drill down of all of those individual records that we just selected there, the 91 records that we selected. Okay, I can go back. You can clear this selection, or you can keep it and compare later. All right, so you can change if you have a large database, or if you want to take a look at the cardinality of the different sets. You can drag this control along the top. There is here we have in these categories we have floating point values: the mean, primary, the lambda max, specific surface area. These are particular continuous value attributes that we selected as a demonstration to show you that the range is always available for each, is recalculated for each of the subsets that we look at. And that's a pretty quick overview. What I wanted you to see, is that we know the number of records that are here, and we see some things that don't have anything, like aromatic. Let's go ahead and switch over here, and we're going to add a data set to the PDF table, but through the PDF table tool. And while this is calculating here, I'm going to come back and show you that when we get done, we're going to see the additional records in the dashboard. So right now we have 3,287, right? When we finish with the PDF table extraction process, we're going to be able to add some more to that. So I'll show you, and we'll see how the data updates. So we'll go back over to the PDF tool, and when we drop it into the drop zone, a interpretation process is started in the background of the web server to actually examine the pixels in the PDF records and pull them out. And so here is the tables that we extracted from the source table we gave. And then what we're going to do is select a couple of these rows, just as a demonstration. Okay, and then when we pick those, we're going to come up here and say focus on the selected rows. Now we see only these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. Let's save these additional records. And so now when we go back over to the nanomaterial, when we're finished there, okay, we come over to the nanomaterial records. We should be able to see, as we refresh this, let's see, 3287. We should see additional ones now. Yep, 3702. So we got those additional records that we selected and put them over here. And if we go and see, there's some, macrocyclic. There's a few things now that are now available. Aromatic, there's some records now. So these have been updated. So we can begin to take a look now at some of those records that we were able to, that we just added. I think we just added a couple of these right here with the macrocyclic paths. So this is material these are ones that we just added from the table. So that's a quick view of the Nanomaterial prototype dashboard and how the PDF tool is useful. Thank you.